Hi there, welcome back. Now, today is exchange day, and if you take a brief look at this exchange, the 96 to 97, which historically has been kind of a very tricky exchange to recommend, you would understand that with this new events requirements, this hasn't really changed at all. Yes, the new exchange, the 96 to 97, is still going to be spoiler, no recommendation from me. But before we get into that, there is a new 89 to 97, which is a very interesting exchange in my opinion, and also it's one that we'll be attempting today, as I am in my second account as well. Now see, the thing about this 96-97 is that earlier it used to require just exclusively 95 overall team of the year players. Now they have changed it around a little bit, so you need 95 overall heroes or Toty players, and you don't need two of them, you need one of them. However, they have supplemented it with 394 overalls, and lastly 789 to 90 overall players, part of which you are supposed to get from this exchange. So if you look at this exchange, this 89 to 97, the purpose of this is not to supplement anything else but that one. So if you can complete this twice, you get 489 to 97. So even if you get 489 to 90s, you can feed them back into that exchange, and thus you'll only reach 389 to 90s. However, we'll look at this exchange as its own individual entity and give him its own particular respect, because I think these requirements are pretty much doable if you have a lot of fodder, just lying around, which for the most part you will, unless you're this account, in which case I'll have to buy 187 from somewhere. Here we go for, of course, our 87 cards. We usually go for icons which have 999 plus. So usually you will get these icons for pretty cheap. It's not going to be that much of a problem. And once this is purchased, you put in 800k for watch me get absolutely destroyed. Actually, while I say this, pretty high overall cards, like you can, if you are lucky, pack absolutely insane cards from here. And even though I probably would not, I haven't in my first account, you will let me know who you have packed. Let's do a tap to open, and I did not even get a walkout. That's what we love to see. 289s. Did I not tell you what is about to happen? Like, I just have sixth sense about my unlucky packs. Now, while you would think again that I got 289s, you should be able to put them right there, right? What is the catches of all these exchanges? Since they give you tradable cards, these 89 to 90s should also be tradable cards, which is why if you click here, you cannot see them. So the entire first half that I told you, even though that would be great, like if you could do those exchanges, put those cards in, save some coins, EA is always one step ahead of us. So that exchange won't really help you in here. That was an elaborate explanation of what would be nice, but it isn't. You need to buy, of course, every single card off of the market if you try selling your cards when you pack them like I do. If you see here, I just have one Odegaard left in terms of fodder. And coming to the individual costs, of course, on 95 is going to carry most of your, costing. If you see here, go for cards like Baggio, go for cards right here like Rodri, Ruben Diaz. These are the cards that you can put in. Also, you can go for cards like Joe Cole, Donovan. These also are pretty much at the lowest. Funny enough, Donovan is at 21 million, which is the lowest that you can get one of these cards. 21 million for this slot. Then moving on to it, you need 94s. Now this will get a little tricky because 94s will probably rise just about a little bit, but remember that initial cost. Let's put in 94s, and we'll just remove all the filters because I want to see what the situation is. I'm realizing I haven't removed any of the filters, but it is what it is. Now I fixed it, but again, for these cards, even if you spend the minimum today morning, if you tried attempting this exchange, you would buy someone like, let's say, Eusebio, right? 15 million. You cannot buy him at 15 now, but even if you did, 15 million for 3 cards, so that is a total of 45 million. Remember that 21 from earlier, that is where you have already spent 60 million, and that 89 to 90, you need 7 of them. So even if you spend as little as 1 to 2 million, that is another 10 million that you will have to spend. Yes, the 90s are the ones that you'll probably get, 2.24. So we are looking at almost a rough 70 to 80 million cost for one of these exchanges. And again, I did show you who you can pack from that exchange right there, but let me briefly remind you who are the absolute L's from that exchange. Yes, you can still pack Rodri, who goes for 48 million, Diego Forlan in this exchange, who you can see is already trailing 50 million, 48 sell orders. He is pretty much fast heading towards the same area as Rodri is, and this is something that is absolutely inevitable. So all this just to say that this exchange is absolutely a no-go for me, unless you want to film seeing what you get, because getting these packs, while fun, it's a high risk high reward to the point where I don't really want to risk my 60 to 80 million coins. Let me know if you are actually going to do this though. Again, it's really not worth it for me, and as of now, like in terms of overall in-game experience, I am at a point where I'm just waiting to see what the side event like offers, because even in terms of the main event, you could pack the TV cards right here. See, I packed a 81 overall universal rank up to deck. The thing is that the chances are so low, and also you have so little to do with this one. Just like put it in for 6 hours, put in your cards, put it in, he said, and it's just really not worth the time. I have still not done a single skill game match here. Like overall, as this event is panning out, I'm exhausted, and the event hasn't even started, and my login times have significantly decreased in this game. I really don't know what's happening, but this is of course me being honest, as I've always been about the state of this game. If you have been playing this game, that where it is right now, it's really not looking good. This Heroes event is really not looking good, but here's to hoping that something changes. Honestly, this is the time that I could also tell you that the reason why I don't do many these kinds of videos, like the daily content update videos, is because at this point the only fun thing in the game is me doing the challenges. And even though I don't know how good they perform, how much you like them, those are really my most fun videos to film right now in FC, to be honest, because they involve a part of the game that is not playing the game. It's almost like building a team and then playing one match, where even if then I get a hacker or like a cross spammer, that can also be tough. At least we can deal with that. That is why more challenges are coming soon, so are hidden gems and all of that. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see one of those challenges though, do not forget to click right here. Bye bye.